following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, why every man in thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't trust me, big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy, big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be, Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Stars.
Hey ho, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Hope everybody's doing good today. Ron's on his way in now and fixing the camera. So hope everybody's doing good. Happy Wednesday. Okay, here you go, Ron. What happened?
I gotta go get my hearing aid.
All right, they're in the kitchen. All right, everybody, we got a great show for you guys today. We had a little snafu hiccup that the link changed, and so I just had to get it to the guest. I'm hoping everything works out smooth with that because we use a service called StreamYard, and they did an update which made the old links invalid. So hopefully that's going to work itself out. But in the meantime, we have some really, really great guests today. We have Jeff Brockton coming on. You guys will know him. He's a stunt guy. He's been in all the biggest movies. And one of the things that I like a lot is that he was Ghostface in Scream 3. And I'm a big fan of all the Scream movies. And then for our second bunch of guests, we have Brian Austin Green and Nick Leisure coming on. Brian Austin Green, one of my all-time favorites, you guys. So I'm going to fan out a little bit. Beverly Hills 90210, one of my favorite shows. I met most of the people in the cast, so I'm super excited about it. So it should be a lot of fun. And let's see how it all goes. Hopefully we don't have any hiccups with all of it. Also want to say hi to everybody in the chat room. We have Cindy Lady Lakes in the chat room. We have Stefan from Medicator. I know B. Claudia's not here yet, but I do want to thank her for doing some stuff for me. I have a new project I'm working on that she did a bunch of work for me, and so I want to thank her. Hopefully if she listens to this in the replay, she'll hear me thanking her. And we want to welcome our cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Oh, I'm in no fucking mood.
That's okay. You have to be in a mood.
Did you ever have one of those days where you wake up and you go, oh, fuck?
Yes.
I mean, a bad hair day. I don't know what to do. I'm going to cut all my hair off.
Actually, it looks nice.
I look like an old man.
No.
Oh, too much work, baby. This is too much work. You know what?
Sit up a little bit. There you go.
Oh, you're directing it?
Yes.
When I was 20 years old, I got out of bed. I never combed my hair because it looked gorgeous. And I threw on a T-shirt and jeans and sneakers, and I went out. And I looked absolutely fabulous. Now, let me put my hearing aid in. There we go. Now, when I get up, if I did the same thing, I look like I escaped from a nursing home because it takes a lot of time. The older you get, the more time you need to look halfway decent.
And you always look very handsome.
Well, I try hard.
Good. Well, you don't really have to try that hard because you just are handsome.
Bullshit. I used to be good looking. You know, age takes away everything. It takes away your energy. It takes away your brain. It takes away your penis. Not me, but most people. It takes away all that shit. Okay, on with get rid of the negative and let's go on to the positive. It's a great day. It's beautiful out. My tomatoes are growing. I planted marigolds around my tomatoes because that keeps bugs away. So the bugs won't eat holes in my tomatoes. That's a bit of information.
Yeah, you guys, we have really nice tomatoes growing in the backyard. We just planted them a couple weeks ago and they're like huge.
Well, because the sun here is so powerful. You know, it says 6 hours of sun. You get 2 hours here. It's like 12 hours. Anyhow, what's new? Pussycat?
Lots of news. So after the show, Ron and I are going to go meet Hugh McPherson.
No. I'm not going. You go.
Oh.
It's business.
I'm
We're
going to meet Hugh McPherson, you guys, and from My Porn Star Wife. It's another movie that we're working on that Ron's going to be in. It's going to be a lot of fun, and he's driving through Palm Springs to LA for a meeting for the film. And so I'm going to go actually meet him. I mean, I see him on Zoom calls and stuff all the time, but this way we'll actually get to meet, so it should be a lot of fun. And then...
Where does he live? Queens, right?
No, he lives in...
Long Island.
No, Ohio.
Ohio.
I think. Cleveland, I think. Ohio, I think. But anyway, it should be a lot of fun. We got people in the chat room. Hey, Cindy Lady Lake is in there, and Stefan is in there, and your hair looks good.
What the fuck up?
No, it looks good.
I'm gonna buzz it all off.
Then you'll be sorry.
Of course I will. But at least I won't have to worry about combing it.
At least for a little while, huh? I think it's fun. So you guys, you can listen to the Jimmy Star Show every week. We're on Libsyn, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. We want to thank. We're also on about 150 other platforms, but we want to thank everybody for tuning in every week. We're past our, I think, our 18th year now on.
I wrote on Facebook 14 years.
No, because I've been with you almost 14 years, and I was on there for a couple of years before you.
Wow. Oh,
So-
when the show was crappy.
Back then, you guys, we didn't even have the name podcast. Nobody knew what a podcast was. It was just a flat out radio show. It was just considered a radio. Now it's podcast, television, radio, it's everything. And that was Astro. Anybody missing who wanted to know who that was, who was just there. So it's a lot of fun. And
Yes, when I came on board, I said to Jimmy, I'm an actor. And radio doesn't work for me because, I express myself with mannerisms. That's part of acting. Radio, nobody sees you, so you don't care what you do. And you sound flat because you're not acting. I said, we have to be television. He said, no. We were driving in the car and we had such a fight at a full stop sign. I opened the door and I got out of the car and I slammed it and I walked away. And I said, it's over. Goodbye. It was nice knowing you. And Jimmy got all upset. And he said, okay, we'll see. We'll do it your way. We'll see. And soon after we did it our way, which is like we do it now, everybody started to do it. They all
we did it first. We, meaning W4CY. Dean is way ahead of everybody in everything that he does.
We were ahead of the curve. Anyway, it worked. And now, is it 18 years? My God, it has gone so quickly. I bet you if I looked at one of the earlier ones, I wouldn't believe what you and I look like. We probably look like kids.
Our very first guest was
Who?
Sister Sledge.
Oh,
It was our very first video guest, and we had all kinds of
I
technical.
love her.
We had so many technical problems on our very first show; it wasn't even funny.
Right.
They didn't have these softwares like StreamYard like we have now. Back then, you used Skype, and it was always messed up, and I always had problems with it. But it was fun.
I remember she was standing out somewhere in the dark, and we couldn't get the lighting right. The whole show's a mess.
It was our first one. Hey,
but we love her, so she understood. She's a sweetheart of a person. I love her very much.
1.2 billion streams later, we're still here. So,
Yep.
so it makes it a lot of fun, and so we want to thank everybody.
You know what? I think there are spies on Facebook because my TV show is called Set the Record Straight, and now that news commentator on every night on whatever channel it is, he always says, "Let's set the record straight. Let's set the record straight." Also, I did the first picture of me as a mobster that shoots guns, and then suddenly a week later, everybody was doing something that was animated, that was moving.
AI moving.
And it seems that, people are really out. If people like it, they copy it, which is okay because nobody has the rights to it anyway. But it's nice to be a pace setter. Pace setter? Yeah.
Yes.
Pace setter.
Or trendsetter.
Trendsetter. Fashion-wise, I'm a trendsetter because a lot of people have come up to me and said, Ron, I give you credit for dressing the way you do at your age. And I thought that was kind of like an insult. What do you mean, at my age? They said, you dress so happy. I said, yes, I do. I wear colors, and most men my age prefer to wear gray and black, and they look like they just died. I don't. I wear colorful shirts. I wear colorful pants. I wear everything I feel like I want to wear to be happy. And people copy. And I'm happy. I'm glad they copy, because years ago, everybody dressed beautifully. All men wore colorful shirts and slacks. Nowadays, they all look like homeless people. They love that homeless look, ripped jeans, torn clothes, a beard, and that wool hat pulled over their head. They look like they just rolled out of a garbage can. Anyway.
Keep talking for a second. I forgot to plug something in.
Oh, plug it in, baby. Plug it in. But, you know, it's a shame that the fashion people have decided to make fashion go to the street, to be homeless looking. I mean, Marilyn Monroe, Jane Russell, Rita Hayworth, those beautiful women knew how to dress. And also Tyrone Power and Clark Gable and Rock Hudson, they knew how to dress. They were men. They looked like men. They acted like men. Today, people my age act like boys. They dress like boys. I mean, I can't believe some of these grandfathers dress like their grandsons. They dress, what is it called, homeboy?
I guess.
They dress. I mean, you're 80 years old and you're wearing the pants hanging, the shorts hanging down with the basketball sneakers. I mean, and a T-shirt that says "fuck you," and you're 80. Are you out of your minds? I mean, you think that's cute? You think that's in? You think that's sharp? That's retarded. That makes you look like a senile old man that found rags in a bag and put them on. Anyhow,
guess who's in the chat room?
Who's in the chat room?
Goddess. Say hi to Goddess.
Get out of here. I'm not saying hello to her. I'm so mad at her. I am so mad at you, Goddess. You disappear. You're coming in and out of our lives.
She's had some tragedy, but I don't think we don't want to mention terrible things, so we just wish you all the best.
Did you get married? Did you find a man yet?
She got married and her husband passed away.
Oh, no way. You killed him?
And so did her father and so did her mother. In the last year, all three of them died. So it's sad. We're sending you prayers and Goddess, and we love you to death. So
Goddess, that's
so
life.
We're sending you hugs.
But that's life. We all know it. When we come into the world, we soon learn that we will go out of the world. And it happens to all of us. Every one of us on this planet has had tragedy. We've all lost loved ones. And all I could say to you is it gets better. You know, when I lost but anyway.
It was terrible.
Losing someone is a gray veil comes down over you. But as time goes on, you can actually see the veil lifting and the sun coming through. So it gets better, my love. But thank you for coming in again.
Go ahead, talk for one more second. We're going to bring on our first guest.
Life doesn't end. I believe life begins again somewhere else. If not, what a fucking waste of time. I mean, why would the Creator make us, put us here, put us through tragedy? We have to eat, shit, sleep, shave, all that garbage we have to do to stay alive, and then die, and then there's nothing. There has to be a reward for living. So I believe that people that die do have another existence. What it is, I have no idea. And I'm not going to procrastinate and say it's God, Jesus, or hell, or whatever. That's all man-made shit. But whatever the after is, it has to be good. It has to be rewarding. So just think of your family and your loved ones as being rewarded now. And it's a safe place, a happy place. And there's no longer any pain or suffering or worrying.
So,
yes.
Let's bring on our first guest. I'm super excited. Bring on our first guest. All right, let's bring him on.
Hello, all.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys doing?
We're terrific. I'm glad I can hear you. I'm glad you got our link at the last second. It made me excited. So now that we can hear you.
Are you married?
I'm not married, no. I have a girlfriend.
You're not. Oh, hang on. I have the most beautiful daughter. No, I'm not lying.
He thinks you're handsome, or he wouldn't be saying that.
Right.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
She was second runner-up in Miss America. She looks like Michelle Pfeiffer or Grace Kelly, and she's as elegant as they are. She's a green-eyed blonde beauty who is not married because she's not like the women of today. She doesn't whore around. She doesn't have tattoos. She doesn't do drugs. She's very much prim and proper of the olden days, yet she's not a square.
Right.
Where do you live, PewDiePie?
Well, I'm in Louisiana. I'm in Mandeville, Louisiana. I'm on the north shore of the lake, not New Orleans, but I'm on the upside of
Are you
Pontchartrain.
straight or gay?
I'm straight.
Oh,
Well,
would you
Anyway,
like?
we have to
Wait,
introduce
shut
him.
up, shut up. Would you like- she lives in Pennsylvania. She has an antique business. Let's talk.
Anyway, now we
If
want
you
to.
saw her, believe me, you'd want to date her.
oh,
So hold on,
thank
we're
you,
gonna do
thank
an
you.
intro. We're gonna do an intro. All right, everybody.
Okay.
I'm super excited. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, stunt coordinator, actor, stuntman, cinematographer, Jeff Brockton. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? Thank you so much for having me.
I'm super excited. This is my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hello, Ron.
How did a good-looking guy like you get away with it for so many years? Not
Well, I've been
caught.
behind the mask. That's the whole thing. I've enjoyed doubling people as opposed to being in front of the camera so much. I do a little acting, but overall, I've been doing stunt work for about 35 years.
But you don't really like being single.
Oh, I have a girlfriend.
Okay, so he's not married. He's got a girlfriend.
Yes.
We could dump her.
So we have a chat room filling up with people. One of the people in the chat room wrote, "Does everybody understand that they're talking about how hot you are?" So just say hi to the chat room.
Hi, chat room. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all.
So you guys, I saw Jeff on Instagram. You know, who we're always looking for cool guests, and he's got so many credits. And we know a bunch of stunt people. I want to see if you know any of them.
Sure.
But before we do any of that, one of your credits that you were the action coordinator on was called The Madness of David Judge. And I'm a publicist as my everyday job. And that was one of my clients. Mike Mayhall's a good friend of mine. And
Mike
we had
Mayhall's a very
Paul
close friend of
Gaston.
mine.
He
Yes,
is the
he's a-
coolest guy on the
He's
planet.
a wonderful guy.
It's a great series, you guys. It's on Tubi, the Madness of David Judge. So what does an action coordinator do? You like tell everybody what to do? Like have them slow down or something?
Yes and no. I can't be a stunt coordinator on a non-union show.
Right.
It was a non-union show when it was set up originally. Maybe going union, and that's how I got into it actually with Mike. I've known Mike for many years. We've been very close friends. And great director, great writer, but great friend in general. Just a wonderful guy. And he called me up and said, "Hey, I've got some stunts to be done. I'm going to be flying a guy that I have to lift off the ground. I have to do a couple different things. Would you be able to help me out?" And so I came in and coordinated it without coordinating it. As a stunt coordinator, but I explained what they needed and helped them figure out what they needed and so on. The legal way to not work on a SAG show, but I
Right.
didn't do a whole bunch of stuff. I just advised more than anything else. And then they had some people that were there that were actually putting it together. So
No, I loved it. It was a great series, you guys.
Good.
It's on Tubi. It was a lot of fun. So
good.
one of your other credits that you have is, now I forgot the name of it. It's the one with Mark Wahlberg on the
Other guys?
Steel rig.
Oh, that was I did Other Guys.
Deepwater Horizon. Deepwater
Yeah,
Horizon.
Deepwater Horizon. Yeah.
But we have a really good friend that I'm doing a bunch of films with. His name is Jeff Caperton. Do you know Jeff Caperton?
I don't recognize the name, unfortunately. If I saw his face, I probably would. But as a stunt performer for 35 years, I have, unfortunately hit my head a few times.
Yeah,
I see faces better than I do names sometimes. But
I'm like that. I don't remember names. I remember faces, but not. So I just say to people, "Who are you?"
well, it's funny because I end up introducing myself. They're like, "We know who you are." I say, "Hi, my name is Jeff."
We've
And they're
met.
like, "Yeah,
We've met
we know."
about. Well, I like when they say we've met about 10 times, Ron.
we go to like red
Yes,
carpet.
exactly.
We'll go to red carpet.
Exactly.
People will come up to us and they'll be, "Oh, Ron, how you doing?" And they'll give him a hug and then they'll walk away and Ron's like, "Who is that?"
You know what
Well,
it
I've
is.
been blessed
Our
not to
TV
do
show,
that yet,
too,
Ron, but I hear you.
Jimmy just told me we're on the air 18 years. So,
Oh, wonderful.
yeah, and we do 2 stars a week. Add it up, it comes out to over 4,000
It's a
people.
lot of people.
How the
Yes,
fuck
that's a
how the
lot of
fuck can
people.
I remember 4,000 people? Not possible.
Yeah.
So here's
Yeah.
a couple other ones though
Agreed.
that we know. Do you know Alessandro Fulcito? I was trying to see if you guys had
You must
movies in
know
common.
him.
Alessandro, because he's actually out of Atlanta, but he does all big things. So there's different levels of stunt people. There's like non-SAG indie films, B movies.
Correct.
You're like A-list. Like all your films are like the biggest films on the planet. So you're in a different
Thank
level.
you.
So you might not know, but also Alessandro's that way too. He does all the really big films
Yeah.
too. He's Italian. Then we know Douglas
Yes.
Tate. Douglas Tate.
Oh,
Do you know
yes.
Douglas Tate?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually
The
doing a
man,
film
he's in masks all the time.
Yes. Oh, yes. Doug Jones.
We love
Doug
Doug
Jones.
Jones.
Yeah.
Love him.
And
He's
then
a
we have
great
another
guy.
friend, Mark Baca Anthony, who's done a bunch of small films, but recently he's doing big films. He did Minecraft and Accountant
great.
2 and stuff
yeah.
like that. But
I
didn't
love
know
The
Doug-
Accountant. That's
Doug Jones
the Accountant
did,
and Accountant 2 are films I really enjoyed.
yes, I didn't like the
Yeah.
second one as much as the first one.
But I
but-
didn't know that Doug Jones did stunts.
Well, he's kind of like he's not really a stunt guy, but he's kind of a stunt guy because he wears suits like he does.
He does costume
He's
work.
the character. He's like the character
yeah.
actor.
Yeah, but I would never call him a stunt person. I'd call him an actor before a stunt person.
He's kind of both.
Yeah.
I love it. Either way, I love it. So
He's a good
That's
guy.
awesome. That's
So
awesome.
you guys, one of first of all, here's some bragging. Let me do some bragging for Jeff, you guys. So here's some of the people he's doubled for in movies. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, which you actually look kind of like Jeffrey Dean Morgan. That's a good one. George Clooney,
Yeah.
Ray Liotta, Viggo Mortensen, all huge stars. And originally when I first, because you put that ghost face on everything, so when I asked you to come on the show, I had no idea you've done the biggest movies on the planet. But
Yeah.
we love
I've been
stunt
blessed.
on the show. But you guys, the reason I originally brought him on is because he's Ghostface in Scream 3. And I actually just watched it the other day knowing that you were coming on. I've seen it a million times because Scream's one of my favorite
Yeah.
franchises. And so he's Ghostface in Scream 3, you guys. And since Scream 7 just came out, have you seen it?
I still
See?
haven't. I actually worked the weekend it came out. I was called in to do some signings because it was opening weekend, and I still haven't had the opportunity to do so. I worked that weekend and last weekend, and still haven't had a chance to do that. So I've been very fortunate to be doing some signings, but haven't seen the show yet, which I'm looking forward to. A very, very talented stunt coordinator, Jennifer Badger, up in Atlanta, was
First,
the one that
slow
got
down,
to
slow down,
stunt
slow-
coordinate that. So
Slow it down, Jeff. Go back.
Oh, okay.
Back it
Very
up
good.
a couple of sentences because you rambled.
okay.
Slow down because you know what? We have a lot of old people, not elderly people, who watch our show, and they keep writing me like we can't hear them or they talk too fast.
Okay. I'm happy to slow it down. No problem.
Okay, so
And
repeat what
I
you
didn't
said.
get to work on I didn't get to see the show yet. I was working those weekends, but I look forward to watching it. A friend of mine, a good, talented, wonderful, talented coordinator, Jennifer Badger, was the stunt coordinator on that show. And we spoke before 7 came out. And I was maybe hoping to get a chance to be on it. They had already filled all those spots. But maybe the next one, we'll see. But I look forward to seeing it.
So
Either.
you're doing well and you're getting paid, I hope.
I am fortunately getting paid.
You
I
had
wanted to
your-
show you this. This is fun. This is myself and Wes Craven
Oh, what a great
Actually-
picture.
Who?
on
Wes
3.
Craven.
Who's that?
He's one of the biggest directors. He's passed
He's-
away now. He's
Oh.
he was the director for Scream 3, which is the movie he was in.
Oh,
Look how
okay.
young you are there.
Yeah. Well,
In my head, it doesn't seem like Scream 3 was that long ago.
No,
26
it's
years
beard.
ago.
The beard is aging. Beards suck. I'm telling you, men.
I
you know,
have one too.
I tell all good-looking men, get the hair off the face. Because you only get one chance to go around to look good, to look handsome and
Yeah.
sexy. Beards put people in a different frame of mind. Okay, women
Right.
that see beards think of that beard rubbing against their boxes. Okay, and that's their fantasy. It's a man's bumper. But
Well, what's so
when you're
funny is
shaving-
my girl likes it. That's why it's on. So
I like
No,
it.
but wait.
So-
When you're clean shaven, you become angelic. You become romantic. You become like they want to get close to you. So I never put a beard on. No.
Actually, do you know
well,
all
it
the horror-
definitely does. It does age you a little bit when you have a little
Oh,
bit
that
gray in
makes
your
you look
beard
like
and so
Father
on. It-
Time.
it
But
ages
how-
you.
Father Time.
But how long ago was Scream 3? How many years?
Oh, 26 years ago. It was
Oh, so
2000. Came out in
Oh,
February of
That's a long
2000.
time.
Oh.
That's a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, that's sitting in a
So-
costume.
So did you get to keep any of the original Scream masks?
Unfortunately, no. By the time the stunt crew and the film crew from 1 and 2 went through the works and decided to, let's say, just be sticky fingers, that shut down. So by the time 3 came around, everything was marked. We got no masks, no costumes, no knives.
You
None of that
couldn't-
stuff was
you
available
couldn't
for us to
steal
take.
them?
No, he said they were already
couldn't-
all stolen. They were all gone.
Oh, I mean,
Everybody else
I
took-
would
Well,
have
not that they were all gone, but they some things just disappear here and there all of a sudden.
Yes.
And when they
It-
found out that was happening later on by 3, they pretty much locked that all down. So costumes knew exactly how many costumes and masks, props knew exactly how many knives and so on. So they pretty much shut that down. So
Well,
unfortunately,
knife
no, I
would
didn't
be
get to
good.
get anything.
You can get a lot of money for a knife.
No, I
if you
just
sell them.
so I collect movie memorabilia and action figures. And so I just love all that kind of stuff. And I see the Scream
Yeah.
mask in the back, which I have a Scream
Yeah.
mask kind of like that signed by Skeet Ulrich, who was on our show actually.
Skeet
had
is
Skeet
great.
Ulrich,
Yeah.
so he's great.
You
Awesome.
have to do what
Awesome.
Sarah Jessica Parker does. Jessica Parker does.
Yeah.
In her contract states she keeps all the clothes she wears.
Yes.
No, I'm not
Well,
lying.
Charlie Sheen does that. There's
In her
quite a few actors that
contract,
actually
it
do
says
that.
She keeps
Yeah, but as
all
a
the
stunt
costume.
performer, I don't really have that option. Unfortunately, I'm not one of
Why
the
not?
main
Start
actors.
You could start it.
Well,
Say, listen,
I would
He
love
wants to make sure
That'd
he
be
gets
great.
employed.
no, say I'll play that part if I'm allowed to keep the mask, you stupid fucks.
Well, then they might go, well, we'll find somebody else. I mean, but hopefully they don't, of course.
Hopefully they don't. So
I love your
They're
thought
that-
process, Ron. That's great.
They're that shallow that they would do that. I don't believe
It's
a-
not
a
shallow. Yes,
company-
I've actually lost. I've lost jobs based on my hair being too long, and I'm like, you can cut your hair. That's not a problem. Cut my hair then. I mean, there's just different reasons for different things. That it's a very, very strange situation you have to deal with sometimes as a stunt performer.
No, you're right.
But
Your guns.
you know,
I
Yeah.
turn down parts because they want to put blood on me, and blood, if it goes in my hair, makes my hair pink. So, and you can't get the shit out. So I tell them,
it takes a
no.
bit. Yeah.
I turn down parts because of that. I said, "Is any blood going to be on me?" They say, "Yes." I say, "I'm not interested."
Oh wow. Yeah.
No,
I
I'm
lay in
amateur.
blood all the
Listen,
time.
I'm 85 years old. You think I care about a career?
You don't look 85. Come on.
yeah, he'd be about to be 86.
I care about staying alive. Fuck the career.
I loved the conversation you were having earlier about clothing. I was with George Clooney, doubling him, and they almost opened a new hotel. They were talking about opening a hotel in Las Vegas that was brought back the old days, every
Yeah.
1920s, and just to get in the door, you had to be dressed up in your suit and
Yes.
tie and tuxedo for
I would
dinner
love
and things
that.
like
I
that.
love that.
I thought that was pretty awesome.
I am a great believer and fighter for getting men to look like men again. Men have become boys, which is disgusting because Rock Hudson, who I knew, was gay. And
Yes.
he hid it so well. But in private, when I was with him those few occasions, he let his hair down and he became effeminate, a gay
Yeah.
guy. So he was able to project what a man. You're a man. I like you because you're manly. You're
Thank
not
you.
A boy. No, you're not a boy. You're a man.
No.
No,
Appreciate it.
Did you ever see some of these jerks on the set? They're 100 years old and they're wearing shorts with basketball sneakers and T-shirts. And that's their
Yeah.
kids, their grandchildren's clothes. Are they stupid or what?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they think they're cool. And they have the nerve to order me around
Just to give you a little.
or to tell me what they think. I tell them to go fuck themselves because I don't give a shit. I was thrown off a set already, so I don't care.
But he, to give you a little background for Ron, because he lived in the golden age of
Yes, I
Hollywood.
did. Yes,
Sure.
His best friend was Jane Russell.
Yes, she
He knew
was.
Betty Davis. He knew Elizabeth Taylor, Tab Hunter. He used to
Wow.
have a show called Set the Record Straight, and he would like interview all of them. So he was basically friends with all those
The
people.
best.
And I'm friends with all the 80s,
Wow.
like Corey Feldman, Corey Haim, kind of.
Yes.
Those are the people I hung out with.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
we both had a very fun, fun life of just fun getting to hang out with like really cool people. And
That is so exciting that you had a chance to do that. They were special, special people back then as well.
oh yeah,
love to have met them.
They were not people. They were not humans. No, they weren't. They were
No.
not humans. Only because they never were off. They were on all the time. I don't mean
Yeah.
on in a theatrical way. I mean they worried about their lipstick, their hair. The men worried about their trousers, their shoes. Everybody was so worried about the projection of being fabulous. And we all dressed differently. Women had different hairdos, men dressed differently. They were
Yes.
characters. They were people. They weren't people.
Yes.
You couldn't call them people because people didn't behave like that. But
Right.
but as far as politeness goes, oh my God, they wouldn't hurt you or say a thing that was wrong. They were so perfect. It was good morning, good afternoon, thank you. I mean, they were just wonderfully trained
Right.
human beings. They were fab. Betty Davis was the biggest disappointment. Before I met Betty Davis, I thought she was a Boston snob, a very elegant woman.
Oh, wow.
And when I met her, she was smoking, drinking, and said, fuck you to somebody. So
wow.
I thought, Jesus Christ, Betty Davis is not like Betty Davis. She was the only one that didn't stay in character. Out of character, she was a cheesy broad with a dirty mouth and hilariously funny, and I loved her.
Wow.
She was the
Wow.
best. Betty was the best. You never, no filter. You never knew what was going to come out of her mouth. Never.
Right. Right. Right.
he's
That's
that way
awesome.
too. That's why he likes her.
Yes, exactly. No filter.
No. I'm a Gemini. All Geminis. No Gemini has a filter.
So wait, I want to brag a little.
What are you, Jeff?
I was born October 31st, 1967. I'm a Scorpio.
I'm a Libra. I'm
Oh,
October 15th.
Scorpio.
I'm a Halloween baby.
Hey, girlfriend, be careful. He's a Scorpio. They smile. They tell you they love you as they're stabbing you in the back.
No. No.
Oh, girlfriend, be careful of this one. Even though he's cute, don't let the cuteness get you.
So I want to go back. So first of all, do you like horror movies? I mean, you have a few horror movies, but mostly you don't have that many horror movies as an overall, body of work that you've
Yeah.
worked on.
I do like horror movies, but again, when I started doing stunt work, it's not that I pick and choose what I'm working on many times. It's who I'm doubling. So for the years that I've been doing this, just been fortunate to be able to double some wonderful, wonderful people, starting way back on X-Files. And I actually was an actor on Cheers and Wings and different shows like
On
that
what?
also.
On what? Actor on
Cheers.
Cheers and Wings.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's
Yes.
you with Ted Danson.
Who?
The
Ted Danson.
Oh,
Everybody Knows Your Name, the bar
Yeah.
back then, and things like that. And then started working and worked on a show called Blade, which is a horror film, of course, with Wesley Snipes. And I doubled Chris Christopherson, Whistler character.
Oh my God, he was my favorite character.
Yeah, and I got a chance to double him throughout that show, and he's a wonderful, wonderful guy. And I got to meet a very, amazingly enough, he invited me to his trailer, said, let's have a little lunch. I'm in full costume with the beard and everything. And knock at the door happens, and I go answer the door for him, and it's Willie Nelson. And he goes, Chris, and I go, nope, he's in there. So he walks in, and I end up having lunch while they played a little music for me in their trailer. I thought it was pretty cool.
I love it. So you guys, let's brag a little bit. Here's some of the stuff that Jeff has worked on, and these are so huge, it's not even like funny. We'll start off with the newest one since it's up for a bunch of Academy Awards. Sinners, you guys.
Yeah.
He also was in a movie called Osiris, and he was a stunt double for Jeremy London, and I'm only bringing that on because Jeremy London's been on our show. And
Oh, wonderful.
I interviewed Jeremy London when he was getting engaged to his girlfriend. Did he ever marry her?
I don't know. We didn't ask
Did,
him
did,
that.
did,
Hang on, let me finish. Keep
I
going.
don't- know.
Did you know that?
I don't actually know.
So you guys, 2 Christmases ago, there was the movie Carry On with Taron Egerton and Jason Bateman. It was a great movie. He's in the new Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal and Conor McGregor. Beautiful Creatures with Jeremy Irons. I love that movie.
I
That was a
love
great
Jeremy
movie.
Irons. Oh, he's
Thank
such an
you.
actor.
Five Nights
What
at
an
Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's, Wild Hogs, Renfield. Do you know Caroline Williams? Because she was in Renfield, and I saw you were also in Hatchet 3.
I was in both in Caroline. I think I remember, and yeah, we had a great time filming on that shows
Yeah,
on both
she's
those shows.
cool.
She's a great person.
She's one of our
She's a
friends.
friend of ours.
Okay, so here's one he'll like. So what did you do on Parker with Jason Statham and Jennifer Lopez? Jason Statham is his favorite actor.
Favorite.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, we did a little bit of car work, and then there was a fire burn scene at a
It's a carnival.
it wasn't a carnival, but it was
Fair or
like that
something.
type of thing on the stage, and we did a fire burn with him, and he wasn't on fire, but we had others on fire, and so we ended up setting all that up, the fire burns and things like that as well. So some car stunts, and then doing that as well.
Did you get to actually meet Jason Statham? Because he
Yes.
loves Jason
Oh,
Statham.
I have to meet him because when
Yeah.
I meet him, I'm
Yeah,
going to
he's
say,
a
how do you
very,
have
very
the,
nice guy.
how do you have the audacity to get away with beating up 25 guys all at once? I mean, that's what I love about him. I would love to watch him
Yeah.
fighting 50 guys. He doesn't
Yeah.
have a scratch. One punch, they're all knocked out. You know,
Right.
He doesn't like a lot of today's movies, but
No.
he loves Jason Statham.
love
So
him.
he'll watch every Jason
I
Statham.
think,
Oh,
I
that's
think
great.
his character is so cool because he
Yeah.
doesn't make faces, he doesn't speak, he just stands there and he has authority. And I
Yes.
just think that's brilliant when an actor can scare you or frighten you or keep you at bay with doing nothing.
He's got a great 1,000-yard stare.
Yes.
He's
that he can
wonderful.
do
He's
as an
wonderful.
actor.
Why he came up from nothing.
Yeah, he's got a
Nothing
great
like-
look for that.
I love it.
I love Jason.
So
I'd like to work with him one day.
Here's some more things, you guys. Bill and Ted Face the Music, Antebellum, Unhinged with Russell Crowe, Greyhound with Tom Hanks and Elizabeth Shue, Capone with Tom Hardy, Linda Cardellini, Al Sapienza, he's been on our show, Matt Dillon, Red Dawn, which is the newer Red Dawn, not the one with Patrick Swayze, but the newer one, right?
With Jeffrey Dean.
That I think is like the greatest movie ever. Even it may have been controversial a little bit, but The Hunt with
Oh,
with
yes.
and Hilary Swank and Ethan Suplee.
Oh, we had a blast
Ethan
doing
on our
that one.
show.
That
Oh
was
my
a lot
God!
of fun.
Everybody
Slow
needs
down.
to see it.
You're speaking quick. What's
I know.
the-
I'm excited.
Everybody speaks quickly nowadays.
Then Underwater with Kristen Stewart, the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, and then here's what I want to ask you about a little bit. So Black and Blue with Tyrese Gibson, Frank Grillo, and Naomi Harris. And I actually
Yeah.
I did the costume design on Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh, nice.
I've met Tyrese, and I want to know what's Frank Grillo like. I think Frank Grillo is probably the most underrated actor on the planet.
I got to tell you, I've had a chance to work with him a couple of times now, and on a couple of different shows. And I would agree with you. Underrated. I think he's a very good actor, and he's a great fighter in real life. A great fighter as well, in great shape. He knows what he wants. He's a little bit. For me, he's a little bit more abrupt because he knows exactly what he wants, and if he doesn't feel that the people around him are giving him that, he gets a little frustrated. But that's when you are an actor that is able to portray a character and stay in that character as well, you want those around you to do the same thing so that you can stay in that character. So he's looking for a list feel around you as well. And but overall, I think he's a wonderful actor.
I think
Does a good job.
I think he could be like a Jason Statham or any Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think he could be like any of those guys. I think he's a good enough fighter, a good enough actor. He's good looking. I watch everything that comes out on him, and I always think he should be instead of doing like the $10 million, $5 million movies, he should be doing the $100 million movies.
I don't disagree with you. And one thing that I enjoyed,
$100 million.
the one thing that I enjoyed about him is he asks questions all the time.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he asks questions on the set, but he asks thinking questions. So he's like, okay, what does this mean to you, or whatever it is? And it makes you think and have to answer that question. And they're sometimes just a random out of nowhere a question, but he's got a plethora of knowledge that he just pulls from some random things sometimes. And but it's fun because he just keeps it light on set most of the time.
You also did work on a Fast and Furious movie, Furious 7.
I did. Yes,
I worked
I did.
on 2, and you worked on 7.
I worked on I worked on 7 out of, I don't know how many there are. I was very fortunate to be brought up.
There's
and work
10
on
of them
that.
now. There's 10 of them.
Yeah.
11 of them. I think the 11th one's getting ready to come out. Then you have Deepwater Horizon with Jeff, Jack Reacher with Tom Cruise, Kidnap with Halle Berry and Lou Temple. Lou Temple's been on the show a couple of times, and Halle Berry won. What did Halle Berry win?
Miss Long Island.
The year before his daughter.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. And she's such a wonderful person. She is so kind on set. We were with her, and one of the things a stunt performer gets that maybe others don't is we tend to get a little bit more on average, a little bit more respect from people because of what we're doing, and we're trying to make people look good and stay safe, and we're also putting ourselves in danger more often. So the actors that we're around know that's what our goal is. So we're treated pretty well usually on set by the actors and people around us, because our goal is to keep everybody safe as well, and then make them look good when we're doubling them or working around them on set.
How big are you? Like, how tall are you?
I'm 6 foot,
Okay.
185-ish.
Okay, so that's like my
I
size.
used to be 6'1". Now I think I'm 6. No, really.
Nice.
As you get older,
Oh yes, you shrink. Yeah.
you get short. Your ears get bigger.
Your nose, your ears, yeah, both get bigger.
And I said, too bad your wang doesn't get bigger. That would be, we would never complain. We 10, 12 inches, we don't care. 13 inches is good too. But it's going back to people on a set. I was on a set with Sophia Loren, my first movie. I was 19. So I was starry-eyed and I was watching and absorbing everything. And Sophia, we were in a train station, and they wet the concrete because it looks better in the shot.
Right.
And Sophia slipped and fell down and scuffed her knee.
Oh no. Yeah.
Well, you think the earth ended. I never saw such a everybody was Sophia fell. Oh my God. She was in her trailer for I don't know how many hours we had. I was a soldier. So I had to stand there in that fucking uniform in the heat. It was August.
Right.
And waiting for Sophia to come out. Well, when Sophia came out, she thanked everyone. She did. She said, "Thank you so much. I apologize for taking so." That was stardom. That was class.
Yeah. I agree.
Today, they wouldn't give a shit. If they came out, they'd say, "All right, let's get back to work."
Not everyone. There's some really wonderful actors out there.
Think about it. How many people would apologize to the crew?
Oh, there's quite a few.
I don't know. I mean, I've worked with some pretty important people, and I won't name them, but I found most of them to be very, very in a capsule. They are there to work and not to talk or look at you or do anything. They're not interested.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I was very blessed with quite a few different actors that have been very cordial and kind on the set most of the time, if not all of the time. Jeffrey Dean happened to be one of them. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, on many of the shows I worked with him, smiles, happy to be there, fortunate to be there. We're actually the same age, same height, same everything. He's 2 inches taller actually than I am. I wear lifts for his stunts, but he's just a very, very kind person. I mean, brings his parents on the set, very, very open to people around him, and a loving guy. So, George, similar idea. There's a lot of different men that I've been around, that I've doubled, that are very, very kind people.
If actors today were smart enough to know, Joan Crawford, when she went on the set, knew everybody by their first name.
Yes.
Cameramen, gaffs, everybody. And she greeted them in the morning. "Good morning, John. Good morning." She was smart because they loved her, and they made her lighting good, her sound. They went a little bit extra to make her. But not these stars of today. They go on the set and they say, "Oh, that fucking light's wrong."
Sometimes you
And
get those.
the
Yes.
lighting guy gets insulted because you've just
Yeah.
humiliated him in front of the crew.
Yes. Sometimes that does happen, unfortunately.
Well,
but,
Lainey,
yeah.
Lainey Kazan.
Yeah.
I've worked with Lainey. She goes on this. That light's wrong. This is wrong. That she directs it. She's crazy.
Yeah.
She's a friend, so she knows
Oh,
he
she's
says
my
that.
she's
Yes.
my no, she's a good friend of mine, so I'm allowed to say that. I've told her to her face. But you can't do that.
I want to
Yeah.
go back to Jeffrey Dean Morgan for a minute. Like, I think
Sure.
to me, he's kind of like a Frank Grillo. He's
Yeah.
another one who's had great success, but I feel like he should really be like the next level, like up from where he is. I actually have
Yes.
a movie that I'm doing, and that we have him on our like wish list once I get funding, for him to be in it. Him and his wife, actually, we were going to trying to put in it.
Sure.
And, but he's a great talent. So let me brag. I got a few
Very
more.
much so.
First of all, you guys. So I'm mentioning all these great things that Jeff's in. I only picked out about half of his resume. I picked out the things that everybody will know. He's got so much stuff; it's not even funny. But he's also got Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Happy Death Day to You, Green Book. That's an Academy Award movie, I believe.
Yes. Double
20
Vigo on that. Yes.
Yeah, 22 Jump Street, Blockers, Game Night. Those are all
22
comedies.
Jump Street.
Geostorm. I don't know if I said it. American Ultra, Get Hard. So he's got a bunch of comedies. So what?
Where
is-
the Crawdads Sing, we filmed here. There's
yeah.
the Ozark, one of my favorites, because Jason Bateman is one of my favorite people. He's incredible, and lots of fun shows for sure.
So
I've
let's
done about 230 shows that I've worked on over the years. I have not updated my IMDb recently, so I'm maybe around 205 or something on that. But it's not the number as much. I've just been so blessed with
always be
working with some wonderful, wonderful people, directors and actors across.
Did you work during COVID?
A little bit, yes. Actually, I worked on a couple shows during COVID as well. Being a stunt performer, they want social distancing, correct? Well, I'm in a scuba outfit with my scuba gear in the water, and from 30 feet away on a bridge, one of the COVID people said, "Hey, you need to wear a mask." I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me? I need to wear a mask. I'm nowhere near anybody. I've got my I've got a mask on." So literally, I just took my regulator, put it in my mouth, and let the air out and sank. I was like, "Are you?
How stupid are they? How stupid are
Oh, I was. That
Wear
was
a mask.
painful
Oh my
time. That was a
God.
painful time.
So you're almost 60. You're 60. So
No, 58. Yeah.
58.
Oh,
Born
you
in
look
67. Yeah.
good. You look good too for your
So
age.
58, and you've
Thank
been
you.
doing it for how many years? So how did you actually get involved? Like, did you wake up one day and say, "Gee, I'm going to go be a stuntman in these big ass movies"?
No. Yeah. I wish that would have been great just to jump into it. I fell into it. It's interesting. I did gymnastics and judo and eskrima and jujitsu, and I raced Formula Ford race cars and jet skis and downhill snow skiing. I was very, very active. 9 years of football, track and field in high school, wrestled in high school, all these different things. I went to Cal State Long Beach as a radio, television, film major, and my friends were Navy SEALs from Coronado. I was born in Hollywood, grew up in Orange County. So all my friends that I was hanging around and working out with and all that stuff, a lot of them were Navy SEALs and a lot of football players. I did a little bit of security bodyguard work. I was Harry Hamlin's bodyguard for a little while with Renee, and when they were having a child, for a group called Chameleon Group. So I had all these different things that I had done. And what ended up happening was I didn't know which direction I wanted to go exactly. So I went to a placement counselor at Cal State Long Beach. And she goes, "Well, you can teach, you can be a fireman or a policeman or whatever. I can see that you don't want to be in an office." And I said, "Yeah, that's not going to work." And she goes, "Well, have you thought about doing stunt work?" And I looked at her like, "Wow, that's kind of random. Why would you say that?" She happened to be a stunt pilot on the side, outside of
there
being a
you go.
counselor at Cal State Long Beach. Within 3 weeks, I had my first job, and I never finished. I didn't. I went to 4 years of college and had like 12 units left, or 15,
Credits, yeah.
no, 9 units left or something like that to graduate. And I was only probably 4 months away. But when I started working, I went, well, this is what I want to do. And fortunately I started, and that was 35 something years ago. So
I love
yeah.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
you're 60 years old, so you're part of
Yeah.
you're part of my background. You know the difference from 1975 to now in filming.
Massive.
Massive,
Massive.
exactly. And
Yes.
what do you think about it? Yay or nay?
It's turn and burn now most of the time. What can we get out there so that we can make money is the hard part for me.
Me too.
New stories are hard to come by. I mean, how can you keep saying a new love story, a new friend to friend story, I mean, how many times can you keep rewriting? And unfortunately now we're getting into AI writing stuff and AI doing things, and that's
Horrible.
that's a huge change in our industry, and really detrimental to stunt performers in general, as well as other groups, writers and directors and so on. But it's drastically changed. And when you get back to some of the original directors and their views, the Ford and the Francis Ford Coppolas in the early years of Spielberg and so on, those, just the mentality they had, they could just see this whole grandiose thing. And now I feel like it's turned into a little bit more, what's the next box office big, not the next, let's make
Story.
this look beautiful. But I have to say that they're playing to who's watching. And today the scrolling is
Yes.
that's
Why
what
they
they're
have
playing to.
verticals. That's why they made verticals,
Yeah.
because of that. And
Yeah.
You
sit,
know,
yeah,
it's-
you
it's-
sit longer now than an hour and 50 minutes, and people are walking out going, this is too long. So, you
Today-
don't have the big ones.
Today, right now, this very moment, Casablanca is still named the international film of the world. It's the most viewed film. The story is nothing. Bogart was wonderful. Bergman was fabulous. And
Sure.
so Claude Rains. I mean, the acting
Oh,
was
wonderful.
wonderful.
Yeah.
What made that movie beat Spielberg's films or anybody else's as far as today? If Casablanca came out today for the first time, the box office on that would have been blown away.
nobody will see it.
Better than Gone with the Wind that they carried. They think Gone with the Wind was such a hot shot, which it really wasn't. We don't have the actors, the writers, or the directors that we had in my day. That's why film today stinks. I watch movies with Jimmy every night. With dinner, we watch somebody's film or whatever.
Sure.
And I tell the story. I see the film 5 minutes. I tell the whole plot.
Yeah.
I mean, we know
You
it.
don't get very many of them. There's one I remember watching, some of the Agatha Christie ones that have been coming out, the newer ones, The Onion, I can't remember the name exactly.
Knives
Yeah,
Out.
those I enjoy those because I enjoy the storylines, even though I know the storylines because of the book itself and so on. But they have little twists and things. But there's different actors nowadays, yes, than it used to be. It just they're not the same for sure. But there's some phenomenal actors out there that I watch.
Oh,
and just,
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Michelle Dockery. Do you know who she is?
I don't actually. I'm sorry.
Dockery.
She is the Betty Davis of today.
Right.
I watch her performances over and over and over.
Yeah.
She is
Tell her who she is.
incredible.
So
She not only does her lines beautifully, but her facial
right.
movements. She tells a story with her face. She is a born act. Michelle Dockery, look her up. Work with her.
Doherty.
So
Okay.
English,
she's
she's
Lady
English.
Mary in the Downton Abbey series,
Oh yes.
and then she
Yeah.
did the
She played
movie with
Lady
Mark
Mary.
Wahlberg, and it was a Mel Gibson film, Flight Risk, I think, where the whole movie
you
takes
gotta
place
see
in
Flight
the plane.
Risk. You
Great
must,
movie.
you must watch Flight Risk. The camera
Okay.
is on her the entire film.
And she,
Oh
Close
yes.
up, because she's
Yeah.
flying the plane. Okay.
Yeah.
What goes on, she was brilliant. I was exhausted after the film because she wore me out. She was so
Yeah.
brilliant. you know, when an actor gives you that kind of energy that you feel what they're doing.
Yes.
I felt like I was her in
Right.
every scene. She brilliant actress, brilliant.
So wait, I want to go to something different real quick because we're going to run out of time soon. Since I really brought you on originally because you were in Scream 3, let's just talk
Yes.
about how did Scream, because I'm sure if you go to conventions, that's what people want to see you for, right? Is Scream?
But
And I'm
wait a minute.
guessing.
But wait a minute. In Scream 3, he's in a costume. You don't even know who he is.
That's okay.
That's true. I am. I'm actually in costume. I was hired to double Scott Foley, who's the actor that was the main killer, Roland Bridger, and both Brian Avery and myself got to be in the costume. Brian Avery's dad, Rick Avery, was the stunt coordinator, and we got to play in the costume and actually do the kills. What's so fun now is that nowadays it's not just actors that are getting the accolades for playing the character, because they're noticing that all the stunts that are being done in the costume, the fights, the falls, all that stuff, isn't that actual actor doing that. And so
Right.
there's people are starting to notice the stunt performers in their costumes and in and out of their costumes now. So very fortunate to be a part of it. And even though you don't see me in the costume or Brian, we had the opportunity to work with all the actors, but we're still acting, and still, even though we're in a mask, we're still acting. That's one of the things that Wes Craven asked us to do, is still emote. And even though you're in a mask, you're still emoting a character from behind that mask that's fearful. And
Oh,
just like
exactly.
you
Of course.
jump when somebody comes up behind you in a mask, why do you jump? There's something in that emotion that makes you feel
definitely.
scared, and that's what we're doing. That's what we're trying to do.
Do you think they'll ever have a scene where they pull his hood off?
Well, they have I mean, they do,
I
but
know,
the actor is always being seen.
Yeah, he's always being coming off.
I'm in a lot of horror movies, but I hate them. I don't watch them. I think they're stupid. But
I love him.
people love them, and it's the biggest market today to make money, and
Sure.
it really works. But as far as I'm concerned, there's no please. You have to be a 2-year-old.
So wait a second. No, I love him.
I'm a snob.
do you
I'm
know,
a snob.
do you know Lee Waddell?
Oh yes, he's Scream 1. He's the first.
He's Scream 1
yeah.
because he was on the show.
Yeah.
Sometimes in a movie, the director tells me what to do, and I say, "Really? I mean, are we going to really shoot that? We're going to get
Yeah.
away with it?" He said, "Absolutely."
Yeah.
And they do.
It's different. One thing I'll say, because we don't. So I'm a producer, but basically we work on films more or less in the 0 to 5. Not zero. Let's say
Yeah. Exactly.
$50,000 to $5 million.
I
Sure.
call them a shame movie.
So it's a little bit
shame
different,
movies.
and
Hey, some of those are turn into some box office hits that are incredible.
we got
because
one that's going to be big.
money isn't the problem; it's the writing. So if you have a good writing and some good acting behind that writing, then a
Well,
good director that's helping, then that's great.
Yes.
I look at it this way. Somehow we have to afford food.
Yes, yes, yeah.
So
Craft
we
service
do
is really
anything
important.
to afford food. But I'm happy to say I must do my plug. I think in about a week or two, I start to do the voiceover and shoot the television series LA Mob. It's a story
Wonderful.
about how the New York mob went to Los Angeles.
Well, I
And
worked on Mulholland Falls, and that's similar.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
Who?
I worked on Mulholland Falls back then, and that's very similar to what you're talking about.
So
They hired me because of my Brooklyn accent.
This is Scream 7. These are
wonderful.
super hard to get. This one, Scream 7, and
Yes.
and I have a couple Scream masks that are signed. Also, I when I say I have a collection, like you can't.
Oh, he's
even,
got a big
you
collection.
can't even like
Nice.
believe what I have.
Nice.
And now I'm making action figures for my own movies. I have a movie we're gonna get funded next month called The Legend of Bunny Man, and I've already got comic books and action figures and everything set up for it. He's gonna be the next Art the Clown.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
And,
awesome.
So let me ask you this then. This is something I like to ask everybody. Let's say as an actor or a stunt person. I mean, it's kind of weird because you've already like worked with the biggest people
I
on the
would call
planet.
him more of an actor than a stunt person. I wouldn't advertise stunt. I think this man is an actor.
Oh, I think he is too.
I've very much enjoyed acting as well, so I've had a
So
No,
if you
but
could-
I think you're more
So-
of an actor.
So here's my question. It's like
Thank
a
you. Thank you, Ron.
bucket list question. male and
Yeah.
female, if you could work with any actor living or dead, who would you like to work with? And then number 2, if you could have ever been involved in any movie that's ever been made, what movie would that be?
Oh my gosh, that's living or dead. Orson Welles probably. I have to say Orson Welles probably. I don't know why it is, but the demeanor that he had on set and the voice that he had, and there was
And a
just
fake
something about
nose. He
him.
always had a fake nose.
Did he really? I
He had,
don't
he
know,
had
but
in person. I saw him a few times with Rita at a party years ago in Beverly Hills.
Many
And-
years ago.
Yeah, but he wasn't married to this. He was fat. This was years later, and his nose was tiny. He had the littlest, most beautiful nose. He hated it, so he
oh
always
really?
had a fake nose to look.
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
his
Well,
nose is not real.
yeah, I've been blessed to like Robert Redford. I got to work with him, and Dustin Hoffman, and there's so many people that I've been so blessed to work with and around. And I don't want to just keep naming them, but even directors, Steven Soderbergh and these different directors that are incredible. So I've been so fortunate to be able to work on shows that when people ask that question, I've been doing
Harder.
it.
It's
I've
hard
been
because you're
so-
already doing it.
Yeah, I've been doing it, and I've been so blessed to be doing it, to have done it. I mean, but like you're saying, going back to the older ones, the Rat Pack, being able to just, I mean, they just were. It was ridiculous.
They
It just
never
seemed like-
acted. They never.
but it seemed like they were just a good group of guys that had fun. They didn't care all that much. They made some great shows.
They never
You
acted.
know,
Frank
I-
Sinatra
you know.
would get a script and look at it and throw it down. He never cared about a script.
yeah,
Frank Sinatra never rehearsed. He
Yeah.
never memorized the script. They gave him the script. He said, "Okay, when are we going to shoot? Now, okay, what's my line? Here we go. We're going in the park. Okay, put the
Sure.
Here we are. We're going in the park."
yeah,
We
Yeah.
live in Palm Springs, and so Palm Springs used to be where they used to all come, and it used to be. It's changing
Yeah.
a lot here,
Yeah.
but it used to be like there was restaurants with all the Rat Pack pictures and everything.
you know where
Like-
Morning Star Golf Course is? That's
Absolutely.
where
Where is
my
it?
parents used to live there. I used to play that golf course all the time.
Oh,
Which
that's
one?
funny.
Which
Morning
one?
Star Golf Course. That's
Oh,
the
Morning
Star.
Star.
Yeah,
Sure.
I used to play it all the time.
there.
Yeah, sure. So you're Jewish.
No,
Oh,
not.
because Morning
they did
Star
live there.
basically is Jewish. That's
there
why.
was a large
That's why,
population
that's
of
why
it, but
Frank
no.
Sinatra did it.
Yes.
You see, Jews
Yeah.
were not allowed. Jews were not allowed to be in any of the Protestant or Catholic country clubs or anything. They were not
Right.
allowed. Jews were not welcome in Palm Springs. And
Right.
Frank Sinatra changed all of that by making that wonderful development and the country
Sure.
club.
Morning
he
Star was
welcomed-
founded by him.
He welcomed blacks and Jews and made
Yep.
just wonderful.
Yeah,
So,
agreed.
it's funny
Agreed.
because Hollywood, in my day, everybody was Jewish. And if you weren't Jewish, you became Jewish.
There you go.
No, you had to be because they wouldn't accept it. And it's funny
Right.
that the Jews were not allowed in the Beverly Hills Country Club.
Right.
So that
That's
was
true.
really stupid.
true.
I mean, we were really dumb back then. I'm so
Yeah.
happy that we've changed.
So hang
Yeah.
on, we got to go back.
I mean, not when I say we, I didn't mean me because I was, part Jewish. So I'm not anti-Semitic at all.
No, let's go back. So you have that. You gave us a guy, give us a girl, and give us a movie.
Well, I wanted to say one more gentleman actually that
Okay.
really struck me, and he's current, Hugh Jackman.
Fantastic.
Good actor.
I got a chance to work with him, and I have to say, not only is he one of the epitome of the kindest people on set, not just because he needs to show everybody that he's something. He just is. He just
Love it.
he's just a loving man, kind to everybody, wants everybody to make a good show, but it's not even about the show. He just is a great guy in general. And
He's a great actor,
kind of
too.
shout out to Hugh, because I got to tell you, he's made me laugh and cry and everything in his shows as well. And I truly think he is one of those A-star actors that's just ridiculously good,
I do
and
too.
just a
I
good
agree.
person in general in his heart. That's what I saw in him, at least. And I
He's
wasn't
al-
with him that
he's
much,
also
and
a
that's
fo-
what he
he's
gave me.
also a foreigner. He's also a foreigner. I hate to say
He
it,
is.
but
Yeah.
the American actors that are famous are full of themselves. They're nasty. They think who the hell they are. They're all doped up. They're stupid. European actors study their craft. They go
Right.
to Shakespeare. They are wonderful.
Oh, I actually never thought.
Miriam. What's her?
Helen Mirren. I
Helen
never thought
Mirren.
about that.
Helen
But all the actors he likes they're Australian or British.
They're all outside of the country.
Because,
Well, I mean,
listen,
Dustin
I
Hoffman
got-
was
when I-
ridiculous. Unbelievable, wonderful actor I got to work with as well, and he's as kind
who-
as you can be on set. Dustin Hoffman,
Oh yeah,
probably
he's
one
good.
I don't know anything.
We don't
about-
know him, but
I don't know anything about him.
I think
from
he's great.
Tootsie.
Yeah, he
Hero.
knows who he is. He knows who
Oh,
he
Oh,
is.
I know who
Yeah.
Dustin is.
We
Are
don't.
you
We've
kidding?
never
Yeah.
met him.
Wait,
Wait, so give me
I
a-
just never come across.
Give
him.
me a movie. Give me a movie then that you think would be fun.
Oh man, the original Star Wars would have been fun to work on.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that would have been a fun one to work on. I remember that and Indiana Jones, the original Indiana Jones. I remember standing in line in Villa Park, California, around the block of our theater, waiting to get in, smelling the popcorn from outside. And once you get in to watch those two shows, it flipped me out as a kid. So I mean,
He's a
it was
gentleman.
amazing.
He is a big gentleman. I was living in Manhattan at the time, New York City, and I was with my daughter, and my daughter was about 7, and they were shooting in front of a pet store, and he was there, and
You're talking about Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. And
Harrison Ford, yes.
My daughter and a few other children were looking at the dogs in the window before they shot. Well, some jerk came along and said, "Okay, kids, come on, move it, move it." And I said to the man who said that, I said, "Just 1 minute before I punch you in your fucking face." I said, "Don't you ever speak to my daughter that way again."
Right.
And he came over and he said to that man, "Apologize." And the guy, whoever it was, apologized. He said, "Let the kids enjoy the dogs.
Sure.
We'll hold a shoot."
Yeah.
And I looked at him, and that's what I said to him. I said, "You know what? I liked you as an actor, but now I
Yeah.
love you. But now
Yeah.
I love you as a human."
Yeah.
I said, "Thank you so much for being a gentleman."
And
he
he's
was-
another one.
he
I'm
was
saying
gracious,
again,
very
another one.
gracious man,
Yeah.
lovely
Yeah.
man.
I
Yeah.
love it.
He's a superstar, but not in person.
Correct. Agreed.
So you guys, this is Jeff Brockton. His Instagram is at Jeff Brockton. It's super easy, and you spell Brockton Brockton. He's got so many great things going on. We need to get you, as the lead in something independent, that you don't have to
Sure.
wear a mask. and
I'd
put
love
you
to. That'd be
in-
great.
Did you ever see the movie How to Marry a Millionaire with Lauren Bacall?
Oh,
Marilyn
sure I
Monroe?
did. Of course.
Okay. It was the Brockman building.
Oh, yes.
No, but he's Brockton.
I know,
I
but
get
I'm
you.
just
I get
saying,
you.
it was
Yeah.
the Brockton building. So there
Yes.
you go.
Yeah, that's true.
People that
Well,
know the
I've
film
I've
know what we're
enjoyed
talking
talking
about.
with you guys so much. Thank you so
Me
much for having
too,
me on
me
your
too.
show. This is awesome.
Thank you so much. It's been great. Anytime you got anything new to promote, let us know, and I'm going to put you on my little list when I'm working on. I do a lot of FICOR stuff, but when I do some SAG stuff, I'm going to put you down on my list of people.
Please
that we can
do.
work with. So I would love it. So thank you so much for coming on the show. We wish you all the best.
Thank you
Jeff-
so much, you guys.
Jeff,
Thank you,
you're-
everybody.
Jeff, you're a successful actor. Keep it up.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you both.
Right.
And
Bye-bye.
all the people
Terrific.
watching. Thanks so
All right.
much.
Yes.
It
thank you.
it was a fun afternoon. It was a
Thank
fun
you.
All right, everybody. So we're going to have our next guest coming on soon.
Oh,
One of
wait,
them-
I have to say something
Oh.
to the audience that's watching us. You see my nose, how swollen it is? It doesn't look like me. I look like Pinocchio. I was bitten by a bee while taking care of my tomatoes, a wasp or whatever it was. So my nose is all red and swollen, and I have makeup on it, but I look like I have a potato at the end of my nose.
So let's go ahead and bring on our one of our second guests is here. So let's bring him on. I think. Hey, Nick, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, you guys?
Oh, this is one tough bitch, I could tell.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to have a hard time. This guy is rough and tough.
So Nick, do we pronounce your last name Leisure, like leisure, or is it leisure? How did you do it? Leisure?
Leisure.
I
Yep.
love it.
I told you he was going to be tough.
I like love him. I did all kinds of research because actually a lot of people that are in movies that you've worked on, that are your movies, I shouldn't say you worked on because they're yours, have been on our show. In the past, we've had
He
Charlotte.
doesn't.
Well, how come I haven't been on this show? What's going on here?
I know now you're on the show, and now we know who you are. But we've had Charlotte Kirk, Michael Copon.
But wait a minute. If you don't play killers,
He doesn't play. He's a director,
oh,
a
you're
writer, director, producer.
You have such a killer face. I love it. No, really. If I were casting a mafia movie, I would definitely cast you in it. You look mean. You look tough.
I am waiting for that call from you then.
Hey, you never know.
you're
'Cause we're doing a
probably-
lot of stuff.
You're probably a pussycat,
I don't know.
but you look rough, and you look like the guy that if you're walking in New York City in an alley, you don't want to walk by.
Oh.
How
well,
tall are you? How tall are you?
6'3".
Yeah, he's
Oh,
a big
yeah,
fucking
there you
dude. Too.
You could scare the shit out of anybody.
Where are you guys at?
We're in Palm Springs.
Oh, okay.
We're in Palm Springs, but he's from New York and I'm from Florida.
I'm from Brooklyn, not New York.
Okay, Brooklyn.
So you guys
There's a
out there
difference.
enjoying the
There's a
hot weather or
difference.
burying some bodies? What's going on?
No, we're not burying any bodies,
Yep.
but he does do a lot of mob stuff. He does a lot of
Always.
mob stuff.
A lot of mob stuff.
And he likes it. He's got a traditional Brooklyn accent,
Yep.
and so it kind of like works. And
Yep.
he's got a new one that's getting ready to happen. But so did you act also? I didn't really see too much. I didn't look for acting on your resume.
I mean, I popped in a couple things here and there. I started my career that way, but I'm directing now, producing and directing. Yep.
Yeah, and your shit's really good.
What interests you in directing? I often wonder why people direct.
I like telling stories. I like being able to wake up every day and tell a story and something that I had a thought in my mind and create it into a story and put it on the screen so it's there forever.
So that's like a thing. Do you ever get frustrated where you want to smack the actors around?
Yeah, once in a while. It's usually the smaller actors, the ones that nobody really knows about.
Oh my God, that's funny that you said that because that's the way we have it. So our show, we've been on the air for 18 years. We've had thousands of guests. We've had everybody, a lot of really, great names and people in entertainment, both in music. Because I know you do music. Like we've had Chicago and Earth, Wind, and Fire and Cool in the Game.
What's the point?
No, because the only guests that we ever have on that are like shitty are the ones that are like maybe they were on a reality show for 3 episodes and they have had 15 minutes of fame, and they're the ones you get somebody who's a huge star who's been in hundreds of movies and they're super nice, and you get these nobody people and they're the ones who always cause the problems.
Yeah. Same on set too. That's how it is on set.
Okay, Mr. Director.
Mm-hmm.
Answer me this question correctly, or
Sure.
honestly.
All right.
Pay to play people.
Oh, he's not.
You know who pay to
guy.
play people are?
Yeah. What's the
They
question?
pay to be in a fucking movie. They are not actors. They have no idea what acting is, and yet they have the balls to want to be in a fucking movie so they could tell their stupid friends, "I'm in the movie."
That's true.
What do? I want to kill them. I have no. I have worked with a few.
I haven't worked with them. I don't put actors in my movies that are shitty just because they have money.
Well, I was.
Good for you. I don't either. But good for you.
I finished a movie. I won't talk about it because I don't want to hurt the movie. But I finished a movie where morons, assholes, and the most stupid fucking people on earth were hired.
Mm.
It was they were banging into each other. They didn't know what they were saying. They couldn't lift a rifle. I mean, it was a nightmare. If I had a scene with one, I'm a professional actor, 65 years. I know what I'm doing. I know my lines. I act. And I mean, it's like this. I'll give you an example. Over the mountain, that's where they are. And then the person's supposed to feed me a line and they say, "Oh, yes, over the mountain. That's where they are."
Trying to do too much extra, huh?
Huh?
They're trying to do too much. Put some extra spicing on it, right?
I mean, what is a director? Now, my question is, what does a director do with that shit?
Well, the worst ones for me are the extras that are in the background that you tell them to sit there and have a conversation, and they always want to turn and look at the camera every
Yes.
time.
Yes.
At the camera.
Yes.
So
yes.
hang on one second. Hang on. Now we're gonna bring in.
Oh, that ruins the scene.
we're
Oh, my
we're gonna
God.
bring in the second half of the guest. Go on and let's bring in
Oh.
Brian, please.
Oh,
Oh,
there's two of them. Okay. I didn't know we were doing a three-way or a four-way.
Anyway,
oh,
It's your favorite thing in the world, a three-way.
Oh, I got-
Hey, what's up?
we got a hot
How's it
one
going?
here.
it's trouble
Oh, shoot,
now.
hold on, my dogs are barking.
That's okay.
This one's a hot pepper.
There we go.
Yeah,
I'm back.
first, let me introduce you guys to our audience now that everybody's here. So, everybody, now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, actor, producer, director Brian Austin Green. You guys, everybody knows him, and writer, producer, director, and cinematographer Nick Leisure of Leisure Films. Hello,
Yeah.
and welcome to the show, you guys.
Hey,
Hello.
how's it
How's
going?
it going?
My cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hey guys, how you doing?
What's up, Ron? How
We
are you?
already spoke with Killer.
He's great, by the way. He's great. So before we get started, I have to do my little fanboy thing real quick. I actually met you at the NAMM show at a concert, Brian.
Did you really?
Years ago. Yeah, a couple years ago. I have a partner. We're publicists, and she met you, and it was a highlight for me because I'm like a huge fan, and I don't geek out because we know everybody. But you are one of the people that I geek out over. So, number one, welcome to the show. Number
But
two,
wait a minute. You don't remember meeting Eileen?
he won't remember.
Eileen?
First of all, everybody was trying to attack him.
I barely remember being at the NAMM show 2
But
years
wait a
ago.
minute.
You're asking way too much of
You would remember Eileen
Okay,
because she has the biggest tits in the world.
fantastic.
I mean, her tits are so big that her tits cross the street before she does.
Okay.
So you would remember Eileen, trust me. And they're real. They're
My
not
turn.
bags. They're real.
What concert was it at the NAMM show?
It was a NAMM show, and then there was a concert. I don't know, like my clients played one of the guys from Pink Floyd, and they did a show. It was like some kind of a bar. It was more than
At
2
the
years
Classic
ago. I
Car
think it was like
Museum.
four.
It was-
Yeah, it was like 4 years ago or
Right.
5 years ago.
That was at
Um,
the Classic Car Museum. I remember that.
Yes, at the
My buddy
Classic Car
Stu and I were
Museum.
actually trying to figure out. We were like, "Hey, remember that one time we were in that weird like Classic Car Museum and we saw Led Zeppelin perform?" It was the whole
Yes.
thing was surreal because we were, you know, it was we had been smoking a little bit and drinking a little bit, and we're at a Classic Car
Narcotics?
show.
You do narcotics? Oh, you can't be. You
Oh,
can't
my
be
goodness,
on
how
our
dare
show
you.
with
So
narcotics.
So the bands that were playing were clients of mine. That's why we were there. And
Okay,
so I want to tell you though, just as my little geek
I
out.
met
Let
you-
me finish.
Wait, I want to talk.
I know you'll get to talk, but
No,
this,
I met him too. Because I
Jimmy Ron, stop
You didn't
fighting
need
right
it.
now.
no, he didn't
This
meet
is not
you.
becoming a
Eileen and
TV
I
host.
did. Eileen, you didn't meet him, I don't think,
Of course, if you were
because I
there-
was running around like I was running around. I went up to him like 5 different times and got different
anyway.
pictures.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway, I don't normally geek out, but I have a playlist on my phone. It's got about 400 songs that are just like my favorite 400 songs of my. I'm 61, so of my life.
Uh-huh.
And so
Yeah.
You Send Me comes on all the time, like
Hey,
on
you're
it.
kidding.
And I actually really like it a lot. I thought it was so much fun.
Unbelievable.
My
It's a
favorite-
really good. The original You Send Me. You're talking about the jazz one or the other
no,
one?
the hip hop one.
The hip hop. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
All
I
right.
didn't ever heard the
Why,
jazz
why are
one
you yelling?
because I'm excited. But I
So we had
yeah.
two versions of the song. The one that is more like live band was actually the remix, but it was labeled as the original. Like they switched them around. But dude, that's amazing. That's
I like
I'm
Love It.
honored to hear that. Thank you.
I also because I collect action figures.
Wait a
and I have a
minute.
big
Now
wait.
stop.
I have
No,
a big
no, no,
action
no.
figure collection.
You have-
So I have your Human Torch, from when
No.
you did.
Do you?
Yeah, I have a
Okay.
Human Torch from when you did that, and I don't know why you don't have a Beverly Hills 90210 because I've got all of those, and they're all autographed and stuff. I have them all
You've
autographed.
taken.
Oh, are
the
you
shit-
talking about the action figures? Because I don't want one. That's
Oh.
that. Thank God they never made one. Who
No,
wants
no,
an
they
action
should have.
like?
Make
Who
one.
wants a weird like Barbie figure of themselves? It's strange. It's like it's not normal. That's not. I have some Funko Pops here at my house from Fantastic Four. They re-released these like 40th anniversary Funkos. So I've got those, which is cool because it's not me. it's so
Right.
weird to see like me as that
As
just
you.
doesn't seem natural or normal.
I like that.
Okay, halt, stop. Let's not go any. You've taken the show completely.
That's okay. I'm
Out
getting
of-
fan.
out of-
I know we got time.
No
Okay,
one
then
knows.
steer it back where
Hold
it's
it.
supposed to be, Ron.
Quiet,
Take us
quiet,
there.
quiet,
Preach.
quiet. No one knows what this man does. We haven't
Are you kidding me?
established that.
Everybody knows who he
No,
is.
Nobody
no,
knows.
no.
It's true.
Because I'm part of everybody, and I don't know.
Okay, this is
Okay.
Brian
There's a
Austin
bunch of
Green
old
and Nick
bit- wait.
Leisure.
Shut the fuck up for a minute. There are a bunch of old fucking people like me that watch this show. They don't know who the fuck he is, and they don't give a shit who he is. So let's tell them who he is and make them want to know and like him. That's
Y'all
the
gonna
that's
love
the
him.
object of the show.
All right.
Now, what is it exactly you do, Brian? You
I'm
play- you
I'm
play
an actor.
Morgan?
I've been in SAG for over 40 years.
Right.
I've worked on all sorts of things. In this film, I'm the lead actor. We have an incredible ensemble cast. Nick, the director, producer.
We're going to talk about that too in a second because I have that
Shut
trailer
it.
and everything
Shut
that we're
it.
going to
He's
play.
speaking.
He was listen. Here's so some of you
Close
guys.
your
Some of the things.
Close your
So
lips.
we've had Donna Mills on the show, and he
Yeah.
played Donna Mills' son
I played Donna Mill's son on Knots Landing.
on Knots Landing. You
She's a
guys.
sweetheart.
And a
I
half.
love her. I love
She's a
her.
Beverly
sweetheart.
Hills
She's one of my favorite people in
90210.
the world.
Beverly Hills 90210, Terminator, The Sarah Chronicle Connors, Desperate Housewives, Chrome Skull, which is like the fucking awesomest, most coolest horror movie ever.
That's cool.
Cross was a great movie. He's got great things. And I didn't know that you were the voice of Rimfire from Biker Mice from Mars because you know now,
Yeah.
now they make action figures for that.
Do they? I did one of them. So one of the guys that I was doing 90210 with was a regular voice on it. So he was like, "Hey, come do one." It's like, sure.
And we also-
So
we
I
had-
would never consider that like a real credit for me.
Okay, well then we also had Shanice on the show, and like back in the day, she did one of the songs on the soundtrack. So you're in her music video.
I was in her music video.
I
Yeah.
love it. So you guys,
Yeah.
between Nick and Brian have worked on another film before called Last the Night.
Yeah.
Some of Nick's other films, I'll say it again now that Brian's on there. We have The Last Bride with Charlotte Kirk, A New Year's Absolution with Michael Copon, Last Night with Brian Austin Green, A Clear Shot by Mara Van Peebles, which they've all been on the show, and which is really cool. And now they have a new film. It's called Golden.
Yeah.
Nick, why don't you tell us about the film a little bit?
So it's loosely based on a true story about a guy who was approaching 50. He started he was unhappy with his life. He started printing counterfeit money and taking it across the border and trading it for real currency in Mexico and then trying to live the life. In this film, we've taken it one step further, and we involved the mafia a little bit out there. We deal with some gold mines and some things like that, and we started kind of crossing over into all of it. So it's a really fun summer film.
So Nick, did you write it?
Yeah, I wrote it with actually a friend of mine, Rachel Powell, who's an incredible screenwriter. So wrote the original script for it. She doctored it up and made it really hot, and we shot this thing.
So I wrote
Question.
Yeah.
What director? What do you think about a film where it's ad lib? More, you go according to the storyline, but you can ad lib your part. Would you like to work with an actor who ad libs?
I mean, I do sometimes, even with Brian. There's times where any actor I work with, if I feel like they're not saying something organically, I'll say like, "Hey, how would you say this?" In your own way. As long as I'm getting the right message across, that's all I care about.
You're a good director, because some directors have a fucking ego where they don't allow it. I've been on film. I have a Brooklyn accent that's 100 years old because I'm almost.
No,
100.
you do not.
Oh yeah, I do.
You are as Kentucky as I've ever heard.
Are you shit? Are you shit? Really? Oh, as we say, in
You
Brooklyn,
sound like I'm talking to a meatball sub right now. Like this is Ron. You
forget about
are,
it. Oh, wait a minute. So when I'm working, sometimes the lines are like, "Gosh, gee, heck, I'm going to shoot you," and we don't talk that way in Brooklyn. It's like, "Hey,
Right.
fucko, I'm going to shoot you."
Right.
You know, so I will tell the set, can I change the line? And
Yeah.
they look at me, they say, what do you want to do? I say, I want to do it this way. And then
Yeah.
they shoot them out and they shoot it the way I say it.
I think it depends on what it is you're doing. Like for what you're talking about, where you're playing someone in that area, it absolutely makes sense then for you to be as authentic in it as possible.
Exactly.
If you're playing like a police officer in a completely different state, then I think there are certain times, like there are things that I've done where my character has been much more sort of military minded. So I don't speak that way at all. So for me to truly get into the character, it's really about the dialogue that's written, because that takes me, it's like putting on wardrobe. It kind of takes you to a new place. So I think it depends on the project, but I think good directors, once they trust their actors and they know that you've come prepared, they let an actor be an artist and be in the moment and act. And at the end of the day, it should be about whatever is best for the screen and for people to see,
Right.
not about who wrote it, where the comma was or now isn't, or, you know, all those stupid things. And I think some people, they're way too precious with what it is they write and they direct, and they
Ego,
end up
ego.
being the downfall of something.
I've
too.
been asked many times, can you clean up the accent and speak perfectly? I said, yes, I can. And then I could play a fag.
We're gay, so it's okay. We can say that.
Because that's what I sound like when I clean up my accent. I sound so gay, it's pathetic. So, I mean, I sound like a purse fell out of my mouth, as they say.
Is that just in your mind though? Like, is that actually truthful?
No.
You think?
No. If
Have you had other people tell you that? Like, oh, you
This is
sound
translate,
really
right?
like flamboyant right now.
No.
He's not flamboyant, but he's just
I hear it because I sound like Betty Davis. No, really, because if the sentence in Brooklyn, it's like, get over here, I don't know what you're doing. That's Brooklyn. If
Yeah.
I clean it up, get over here, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, that's like a blowjob. That is so gay, it's pathetic.
Well, you could work with a dialect coach also.
Huh?
'Cause
you can work with a dialect coach.
Yeah,
No,
like a
but
dialect
no.
coach, I think could clean that up
but
too,
I've
because
never been- I've
you've
never
crossed
been-
over into a completely different realm in straightening it up. Like I think
Basically,
you,
I've
he
never been
basically
hired.
only plays priests. He plays priests, cops,
Gangsters.
and gangsters. Pretty
and
much
gangsters, right? Okay.
most of his films. So
Right.
that's how it goes. So let's go back
Or
to Gold.
meatball sub.
Wait, I
Yeah.
wanted to ask Brian that question.
Oh,
How are you with accents? If I want you to play a Kentuckian or Southerner,
I'm okay with accents. I mean, I would, depending on what the project is, I would work with someone to make sure that my accent is as authentic and then as understated as possible. Like I hate when I see somebody doing an accent and I can tell they're doing an accent.
so does he.
That drives me insane. My bullshit meter is really sensitive with that, and I
You guys
fucking
would
hate
probably
that.
get along.
And I
good.
hate
We
people
would-
that go in and out of accents because
Yeah.
they're not
That-
comfortable with it.
That's the other thing that a director has to kill somebody from. When they do, get over here, I'm going to get a nice drink of water now. You know, they do the accent for two lines and then they go back to their own voice. The most pathetic thing is to hear women when they want to sound like they're from Brooklyn. I mean, they do it so poorly. I don't know why.
You make me want to stay away from Brooklyn movies.
Yeah,
What did you say?
you may want to stay away from Brooklyn movies. I think
Maybe it's just a hard one because like a Brooklyn accent, normally women aren't known to have them as strong as men do. Like women, I tend to think more Jersey accent normally, naturally. Like that is when I hear East Coast, like that's the first accent that pops into my mind for a woman to hear. For a man, Brooklyn, absolutely.
Yeah, well,
Like
Cher-
there's no question at all.
I was born in Brooklyn, Red Hook. When Cher did the movie that she had to do a Brooklyn accent because they lived
Moonstruck.
in
Moonstruck.
Moonstruck because
Moonstruck.
they were living in Brooklyn Heights.
Yeah.
Cher's accent was terrible because she overdid it. I mean, if you hear Brooklyn girls talk, no. So why they gave her such she was wonderful in the movie, I don't get it. Wasn't she nominated?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a good movie, though. The movie
Yeah,
was
the
good.
movie was good, but she was lousy. Now, only because I have a Brooklyn ear. But I
Right.
guess for the general public.
Yeah, your bullshit meter must have been like off the charts in watching that. Like
No,
you
his
hear
was-
words and you're like, oh, it's like a headache. It's like somebody scratching a plate with a knife.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, you can't. Listen. If you can't say forget about it, the way I do, you ain't from Brooklyn.
Right. Or you should start. That's the thing. I think like a really good dialect coach is really important in those situations, because they can help you find the part of the mouth and the throat where somebody speaks from in an area, which is honestly, that's what it is. Like accents are different parts of the mouth, different use of the tongue, different spaces. That if you look at any accent from Australian to English they're all in different parts of the mouth.
Yeah.
But it's, you build that, and then it's like any other preparation you do for acting. You build all the stuff, and then you have to be able to throw it away and then just be in it and not have to think about it anymore. And that's the hard step. You see a lot of people that can't get that far. They can't get out of their own way. They're so in their head about their accent or what they're doing, or what, and you don't believe anything. And then you see performances like Sean Penn, and you go, Jesus Christ, this dude just like, I believe in.
Sean Penn is a fabulous actor.
Oh my God, he's so good.
So wait, let's-
like one battle after another.
He
His
gets
character was so
into
nuanced.
it.
It was great.
When he played Harvey Milk, he was brilliant.
Oh, he
I
was
like
brilliant.
Bad Boys. I like Bad
Brilliant,
Boys from the
brilliant,
80s.
No, Harvey Milk was his work.
All right, so wait, let's go to Nick for a second. So Nick,
Okay.
I want to talk more about Golden, but number one, Golden is your second film with Brian. How did you hook up, and how did you decide, hey, I want to work
Jimmy,
with
don't
Brian?
shout, please.
I tried to cast Brian when he was still on 90210, and it took this long to get him for these jobs.
He's making that up. That's not true at all.
What makes Brian? No, Nick. What makes you interested in doing the? Yeah, I have a film. How do I get you to do it? How do I interest you to do my film? What is it I have to do?
In general, he wants to know.
Hey, what is it I have to do?
You need to start with the script, right? So first, it needs to be a good story. You know, if Brian read the script and it wasn't any good, he's going to say no matter what. I don't care how close we are as friends. Now, you know, it's got to start with a great story first, and then you know, you go from there. And some funding too.
Now, I wrote a script for a movie,
Mhm.
and I didn't put any direction in it because I was told that I shouldn't. And I gave the script to Renee Taylor. Renee loved the script. She said, but Ron, where's the direction? I said, I didn't put any in because I leave that up to the director. Do you agree with that? Or would you prefer direction?
Yes and no. I mean, there's a script that I'm currently working on with another writer that has a lot of direction in it. I'm open to it. You know, it doesn't mean
you want somebody else to direct you.
a little bit, but I'm open to it. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to do it that way.
That's a good answer.
And Brian, what do you think about that? Is direction necessary in a script? Question.
I think general direction. I think when you start giving performance direction, I think it's a misstep because you are not allowing people to be creative. Like I'm not a puppet when I walk out on set. Like I read a script, and then, you know, the writer, they were an artist in writing that script. Now I'm an artist in interpreting this script, in interpreting this character and this story and the way it goes. I'm completely open to collaborating. I'm always open to talk about everything, but I end up making really clear choices. So someone's got to convince me why their choice is better than mine for me to want to do it. Cause it's not it. I've been in this business for so long. Like I really have bust my ass in finding the things that are within my wheelhouse and what I know works and what doesn't. And so if somebody wants something outside of that that I really don't understand or doesn't seem right to me, you need to convince me that it is. It's not that I'm hard to convince. If it's a great idea, then that's where we go. Like I said before, I don't care whose idea it was, who wrote it. Doesn't. I want the best stuff on film that could possibly be there.
Well,
And I think the really good directors, they work with the same cast over and over again, because they can trust them to do what they do, and then they can just visually make sure that the story is being told the right way with the camera.
I.e., that's why you're in Golden.
yeah, but
you know, in your
a
second
lot
film.
of actors are lazy. I had an actor.
Oh, for sure.
I had an actor that read my script and he said, "Where's the direction?" I said, "There is none. I'm not going to write." And he walked over to the sink. Use your mind.
Oh.
He said,
Of course not. Well, and
don't-
what if I get on a set and all of a
No,
sudden the
wait.
fucking sink is
Listen.
too far away?
Right, you're right. You're right.
He said, "Oh, I'm not good at that." I said, "Listen, when you jerk off, don't you make a whole scene? You make a movie, right?" I said, "So you use your jerk off there, and you know that the guy is walking across the sink to jerk off, so you can understand that."
I feel like all of that. should
Ron,
be
that's
taken
the worst fucking example I've ever heard.
No, but it's true. The guy has no imagination. He read my script. Well, when you whack off, don't you make a fucking movie about she walked in, her pussy was beautiful, her tits flew all across the room.
It's a question of what do you do when you're working on a script and you're developing? Like, are you just memorizing lines and then
Yes, they
stage
do
direction?
that. That sucks.
Or are you creating a character that can live and breathe in any fucking room?
I got somebody with talent.
I love
You
it.
open the door and walk outside, and it's like, okay, instead of in the living room, I want this now to play in the driveway. You better be ready to just live and breathe that character being in the fucking driveway. Like, it shouldn't be shocking to you of like, oh, now I can't do what I do, because I'm not planning for that. That is this beauty of I work really hard in figuring out character-wise why I'm saying what I'm saying, what is prompting everything that I'm thinking and feeling. And I come up with as many different possibilities and choices as I can.
Mhm.
And that creates a character. And then I throw all of it away and I go on set and I go, cool, where am I? Oh, the car pulls up to here. Okay. And then I'll get out of the car. Hey, how about if I get out here? And you get there and you kind of play because you're in the environment then to do that. It's sort of like, I know people when they're in acting class and they get up on stage to do a scene, it's like all of a sudden you get up on stage and you've got these props and these things and you go, oh, cool. I get to just play now within this space as this character. I think it's fun. And I think people shoot themselves in the foot if they make these like hard line choices before they even get to set, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to get to set and it's not going to be anything like the choices that you made. And you like really dig a hole for yourself if you go in, expecting something. I go to set expecting nothing.
Right. Nick,
I have ideas in my mind, and then that's it.
wait, I have one more question for Nick. Nick, when you direct, are you on the set close to the actor, or are you in another room on a TV watching the performance?
No, I'm close to the actor. I like being able to yell right to the actor and tell him exactly what's going on. But I also think a lot of it is dialed into in table reads, and then Brian and I will spend time on set while everybody's setting up, lighting and like that, and walk across the set and figure out certain things that we didn't realize were going to be there at that time.
I was on a movie and I asked, "Where's my director?" They said, "Oh, he's on the other side of the building in a room. He's watching us on a television."
He was like 100 fucking yards away.
I said, "How the fuck is he going to direct if I'm doing anything right or wrong?"
I like to be right there where I can hear it.
Yes,
see it.
I like to look at the director because I know my hearing aid fell out. Because I know that
it's better than your teeth falling out. That would be really embarrassing.
They could fall out too. I have to be careful about that. But and I lost my train of thought.
That's okay. We got to move forward because we've got 10 minutes.
Talking about the monitors and everything being offset compared to on. That's what.
Yes.
You like it or you don't?
I've actually worked with both, and honestly, like To me, you do all of this work sort of in prep for shooting. At the point when I'm shooting, I watch me from the moon. I don't give a fuck, like, and give me notes through an earpiece. I am completely then in that space.
Right.
And sometimes having like the bank of monitors and all of that can be a bit distracting. Like, I think sometimes it's nice to sort of have it removed so I can really feel like I'm living in this space. I like the cameras being as far back as they can. Use a tighter lens if you want to tight a close-up. Don't put the camera right here because that's going to totally distract everything I'm doing.
Right. So hold on.
Wait, one more thing.
We got to hurry up. We're going to run out of time.
Maybe forget. I was on a movie where my director said, "Ron, yes, give me more of that." And that turned me so on that I was able to bring that character out really good. And they applauded me after the shot was over. I said, "What the fuck are you clapping for?" They said, "That was fabulous." I said, "Only because my director gave me a hard on. He made me, oh, you know what I mean?"
No, I don't.
No, you never
This
had.
directors don't give him hard-ons.
No.
I respect
Brooklyn
your
expression.
process.
That's a Brooklyn expression. You're such a cool guy. You give me a hard on. It doesn't mean you're gay. It just means
Right.
Anyway, I want to go back to Golden, you guys. So first of all, Golden comes out March 20th, right?
Yes,
Yes.
it does.
Wait, let's talk about Golden.
No, I'm going to talk
What is
about
it? What is it?
We already started, but I want to go more. So here, you guys, I'm going to just read this synopsis real quick. Golden follows a struggling print shop worker who discovers he can create flawless counterfeit money only to be pulled into a dangerous cross-border criminal world he can't escape.
Good story.
I'm assuming, I know I saw the trailer. We're going to play the trailer for everybody. So I wrote down Brian Austin Green, Glenn Plummer, Robert Miano, who I actually just got, his wife gave me his phone number to have him come on the show, and Massey Furman's been on the show. Massey Furman's been on the show. So you tell us a little bit about it, Nick, and then we're going to play the trailer for everybody. Give us kind of like something from you.
It's like a new writing for a change. Thank you for a new story.
Yes.
Not the same old shit.
I think it's what Brian was talking about earlier. Somebody hits a midpoint in their life and they feel like, have I really done anything with my life at this point? I've been working for my father's print shop my whole life and I want to do something different. So he decides to print money and take it to Mexico and try to build a new life out there. And it gets caught up, with some club owners and a girl and a love interest and
Sounds good. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
March 20th. So here's what we're going to do. One, get the trailer ready. Nick, how about you introduce the film, and then you guys hang on. We're going to play the trailer, and then after we play the trailer, it's a really quick trailer, and we'll be right back.
Right.
But you introduce it to everybody.
Check out this trailer, Golden, directed by me, starring Brian Austin Green.
Did you proof the flyers before you printed them, Frank?
I proofed the flyers.
A thorough proof or a Frank proof?
I'm out of here.
Why are you being secretive? The only times you are, it's bad. I thought those days were behind us.
Okay, well, I'd like to be someplace where I want to be.
Making it to 50 is a blessing. I'm gifting you the shop.
You want to do what I want for my birthday? Sell the store.
Go tacos and cheap tobacco. The stench gives you away, Rafael.
If I make you money, you follow my conditions. If you don't have the balls to play, don't play.
No mas.
Don't spend it in the States. What am I gonna spend it? Mexico.
Snooping. Was it? Okay. Lo siento. Lo siento.
How's the best flyer designer in town doing?
It's a pretty low bar. Oh, there's no us. I fly solo.
Yeah, great chat.
He's a tool.
Justice. They're never gonna care.
Yay!
Okay. Okay,
He's a tool. He's a
Wait.
tool.
let me say something. I pray.
Okay.
Thank you for giving me light, not a low key shot. I hate these fucking movies where it's so dark you can't see anybody. They all look colored. They all look like black people. I hate it. I hate it. You lit the screen. Thank you, thank you. And Brian, you were wonderful in it. You could see professionalism. You know, he was there.
Don't spend it. Don't spend it in the U.S. Don't spend it here. I love the line.
Yeah.
That's something whenever you see counterfeit
I'm
movie.
gonna watch this movie, and I'm not blowing smoke.
Actually, where's it
Great.
coming
Yeah,
out?
watch it, and then I'm curious to hear what you have to say, as long as it doesn't get you hard, because that would be uncomfortable for all of us.
No. Really. You know how many movies we have to watch that friends of ours are in, but I can't see my friend. I said, Jimmy, where is he? They said, there he is. I said, but you can't see his face.
That's what I tell
movie?
people. Like, this was
that
really
we
a fun, like, summer popcorn movie. That's supposed to be the point of this. Like, we're not trying to cure cancer with this story. We're trying to just entertain people, and it's a really fun story, and it's a fun little ride for people to enjoy while they're in it.
The movie I'm talking about that I couldn't wait to see is where nobody's allowed to talk because the Martians kill you. What was that movie called?
That was the one that John Krasinski directed, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, it was so fucking dark I couldn't tell who was who.
Oh, he's talking about not the John Krasinski one, the third one, which was like the prequel, I think.
Oh, okay.
It was so dark you couldn't see anything. You couldn't see who people were.
And the girl was a black girl. So the screen was so dark, all you saw was her teeth and her eyeballs. And it almost was ridiculous. Like years ago when they used to show black people, they always showed them just eyeballs and teeth. And I thought to myself, this is almost like a racist movie. Look what they're doing to black people. Light her. She's black.
Gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. She's black and she's in a black room. Like eyeballs and teeth. I mean, really now. What the fuck was that director thinking?
Anyway.
Oh, Ron.
So how about this? We have 3 minutes left. First of all, everybody, you can follow Brian.
I like your movie.
He's on Instagram at Brian Austin Green. Nick is at Nick Leisure. Nick, you don't have your Instagram set up. Nobody can tag you in anything. I tried to tag you like in the show because we got about 30,000 views of the promos for the show.
How do I change that?
It's in your settings. I'm not sure, but you got to do it.
Does Golden have a happy ending or a sad ending?
Don't tell us.
Golden does have a happy ending. Yeah,
I like happy ending.
You know, you've got this guy.
Probably happy ending, but a happy ending. For sure.
Yes.
Well, it's funny though. I mean, the story is it's the classic example of like midlife crisis and what some people do. And this dude just is at this point in his life where he feels like the grass is so much greener on the other side.
Yeah.
And then by the time he gets to the end, he realizes, you know what? I like being right where I am. I'm happy with myself.
That's enough.
Hang on, because we got 2 minutes. Here's something I like to ask everybody. So, Brian, this is for you. You've already worked with like everybody on the planet. Bucket list, male and female actor, living or dead. That if you could work with anybody, living or dead, who would it be? And if you could have ever been in any movie that's ever been made, what would you like to have been in that you weren't already in?
I would have been in Jaws.
Oh, that's a good one.
I thought the performances were and the direction, that movie was fucking phenomenal to me. That movie is seriously that's the ball.
Jaws. You have a Jaws behind you.
I do. Yeah, that is a model of the actual shark from the film, Bruce. I would work with Morgan Freeman.
That's a good one. Morgan Freeman, great one.
Me too.
And I would work with what female? Female is a tough one. Like you've got Meryl Streep. But that's kind of a gimme. Like who wouldn't want to work?
Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren is fantastic. You know what? I'd love to work with Cate Blanchett.
Oh, there's a good one.
Yeah,
okay, Nick, then you get to answer the question like if you could have ever been directed any movie, what one would you have liked to be and who are two actors you'd love to work with, male and female, living or dead?
I would have loved to direct something like Crash.
Yeah.
Something like Crash, or like 7 Pounds, something like that. As far as like actors to direct, it would have been probably Robin Williams for sure.
Oh yeah, very
Who?
good. Robin Williams, very good.
Oh, poor Robin Williams.
And I don't know now, probably Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, you guys have all good picks.
You
So
said Charlie?
Charlotte Johansson. So listen, everybody, go see Golden. It's out March 20th. It's on streaming, I'm assuming. All right, it's going to be on streaming.
gonna
So
be-
the name of the film is Golden, directed by Nick Leisure, starring Brian Austin Green. You guys, it's going to be a great film. We want to thank both of you guys for coming on the
And
show.
folks, everybody out there, you know I tell the truth. This movie does not look like a piece of shit.
Jimmy, Ron, thank you guys for having us on.
Hey,
Talking
thanks,
about
Take
Thank
this.
you,
care,
guys.
boys. Have a good week.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
all.
Hey, everybody, thanks so much for tuning in. We had a great show today. Please check it out when we put it up later on today. Thanks so much, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Jimmy, this is MC Alfred and Ozzy. I'm just chilling, Jimmy Star, yo, sitting down and designing. Where every man in the thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfred, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be. Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out.